Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video I'm going to talk about a narcissistic type behavior, and not all people that have it, that exhibit this kind of behavior, have narcissistic personality disorder, and not everybody who has narcissistic personality disorder have this symptom. And that is of people who exploit others to obtain their own goals, their own aspirations, their own achievements, and they exploit others to do so. And that this can be in many arenas in life, such as even from the home to jobs to anything. Say somebody who's wanting to achieve, they want money, okay, and they're going to find a way to earn that money, but they haven't done their homework. They haven't earned degrees or license and or certifications, whatever is needed to do so, and they can do it in that. But it's a variety also. That is it can be in a variety. Now let's take it from the home. Say you're dating someone and you're planning on getting engaged, or you are engaged, or you are married, and they find reasons that this narcissistic person with this narcissistic type behavior comes up with good reasons why you should be a homemaker, male or female, and they do so they can obtain their own goals. But they're not telling you that. What they're telling you is, I want to have a family and to have the family raised a certain way, and they come up with good reasons that you might actually agree with. But what you don't know is that they're doing it so they can, like I just said, achieve their own goals. And they just want someone to do all the other stuff for them so they can. Okay, how about at work? So you have a boss who wants to look good to their bosses, and they have you cut corners, you work extra hard, you work 5 jobs instead of your own job, because they don't want to hire more employees, and they want to look good by saying that they know how to run the ship. Okay, I had to stop and get air put in my tires, but yeah, I forgot where I was, but yeah, yes, like the boss that works his or her employees too much so they can obtain, this status at the job, and say that their boss likes the idea that they're cutting, that they're not spending as much money on employees, staff, or whatever it is, having the staff buy their own supplies. I've seen that before. Anything along that line. Now, there's also other ways that they do it and exploit others, is to say that there's something that they're not qualified for, and to get money, basically. Meet their own goals, meet their own achievements, their whatever, accomplishments. And that we can see quite a bit. Okay, and this can be something that it's a pet peeve of mine, is when people claim that they can help you go through the stages, or they can basically counsel you, give you counseling to get through narcissistic abuse, when they're not qualified to do so. Okay, and when I say qualified, I mean that they're actual licensed professional counselors. These days you see a lot of coaches. I hope people understand that coaches are not at the same level as licensed professional counselors. Okay? They're not. They're licensed professional counselors are on up there. They've done their homework, and they've earned the degrees and all that. They've gone through that. Now, life coaches, it depends. All this depends on where you live, of course. And it differs. It could. But coaches, some of them can simply take a course, or they just call themselves that, depending on where they live. And they have not done the homework. They say, "Well, I have experienced it, therefore." No, okay, it doesn't work that way. I've experienced breaking my foot one time, and the doctor told me to heal it, I would have to walk on it. That's the only thing that they could do, but from where it was fractured. And, well, I fractured it. And I healed it. I walked. Now, does that make me, what is it called, podiatrist? No. Just because I've experienced it doesn't make me qualified to practice whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? But the people who want to exploit others for their own achievements, in this case, they get money, they get fame, or whatever they get from it, they will claim, and they will cut down the people who actually are qualified. Okay, like the counselors. They'll say, well, the counselors, they haven't experienced it. They'll cut them down. Where, no. Okay, for one thing, they don't know all counselors. Okay. So, but they use people's fears to exploit them. People have a fear, or people who can't afford it, can afford to go to a counselor. By the way, check your local college or university and see what kind of counseling program they have for people who are not students, and go from there. Or your county. Some counties have programs. Some just check for people who are actually licensed by the state. Check for that. Or in a course that they're in a university and they're being taught. They're going through the program, and the person who is over them is someone who is licensed. Okay, and I could go on about that. I have before in the past. But yeah, people who want to exploit others, they have no empathy for anybody else. They have no real understanding. They just want to obtain their own goals. In this case, like I said, money, fame, whatever. Attention, could be. And the person they're doing it to is harming them, like the boss, like the homemaker. They're exploiting them, and they're not able to achieve their own goals in some ways, like someone who's getting this kind of quote-unquote counseling from someone who's not qualified. They're not obtaining their own goals is to live a full life, full, prosperous life, to get past, narcissistic abuse. Yeah. And just for the record, where I live here in Texas, if you claim that you're giving counseling to someone and you're not a licensed professional counselor or whatever it is, LPC in whatever way, it's illegal. It is illegal to say you're giving somebody counseling when you're not a licensed professional counselor, or I'm not sure what the other ones are, but whatever it is. Yeah, the last I heard, I don't think that's changed. Okay, so if somebody, you run across somebody like this, I would say, and I'm not giving counseling, definitely not. I would say, don't walk away from them. Run as fast as you can. Don't listen to the BS. And they know more, and therefore you should listen to them because they know, because they've experienced it. So what? Just because you've experienced it doesn't make you an expert. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this up, but as I said, this is not counseling. I'm not giving anybody any advice. This is just my opinion. It says it always, and says something along this line in the description to this video. Read it. Anyway, that's enough for this video for now. If you want to subscribe, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.